This is an update on the sidewinder dune buggy build. Sorry, I've been away for the last week, so that's why you haven't seen the updates. But got home last night, and today I've just been working like mad trying to get it all together. Unfortunately, the fuel pump and the ignition coils haven't come in from America, so won't be able to get started till a couple of weeks because I'm going away again for school tomorrow. But managed to get a fair bit done today. I got the radiator hoses on. Goes into the engine. Just on the top here. And got all the electrics sorted out basically. So I've mentioned before, that's the ignition coil 1, ignition coil 2. Got a switch on it that replaces the key. And seems to work. I'll turn it on now. You can see that must be the automatic choke or something, and the starter works. But yeah, so now I'll have to get some fuel hose and extend this one here to down there where that white wire goes to. That's the fuel pump electricity line. Well, had a bit of trouble getting wiring all together because a lot of the stuff had a lot of safety shit on it that I didn't have. For instance, the kickstand bullshit that doesn't let you start it unless the kickstand's up, which is pretty weird, but oh well. What else? The clutch sensor, which is on the handlebars, which I didn't have, so I had to open up the fuse box and cut a few wires, join them back up, use the wiring diagram that someone's put on the internet, which is really handy. So yeah, just done a lot of extending of the wires and shit like that. Extended the that's the positive battery terminal. But yeah, it's going really well, and unfortunately, as I said, you won't be able to see it running till a couple of weeks from now. But when I do get it running, it should go pretty well. I'm not sure. This air cleaner is pretty bulky. I was thinking if I can get them. I know some of the bikes, like I think the CBR1000s have them. You can get them for them. Those big velocity stack things. I think they're like air rams. And I was thinking I'll mount that behind the seat there. It should look pretty good. And I'll just have 2 tubes going around to that, mainly to get this a little less bulky. But because that's the air intake there, which would get the spray from the wheel. But I've also got to put a nice bit of checker plate in there. That'll stop a fair bit of mud coming over it. And not sure yet if I can do something at the back here. This plate here does a bit, but yeah, might get something else in there. And then I'll have to get down to the exhaust joint where I actually bought this buggy when it was all run down. So he's doing us a good price extending the exhaust so it comes out the back here instead of out the side. And chain and sprocket, the only thing of that is I don't know if you can tell, but that's the sprocket there, and there's actually a different width on the teeth to this one. So I'm hoping I can replace that front one. Otherwise I'll have to get a whole new back one, take the wheel off, and do all that shit, which is a pain, but oh well. And another thing I'm not sure about is I notice a lot of the local ones have fans on the radiator. And I'm not sure because this is quite a big engine, so I'm not sure whether it will need the fan. I'll see how it goes. I have to do a bit of trial and error with this thing because I bought this oxygen sensor for it, but don't have a clue where it goes. Can't see any wires or any plugs for it to go into, so I'm not sure about that. It's $50 down the drain, but oh well. But it's the sports model, so whether the sports model doesn't have the oxygen sensor, I know some of them, for instance, have a power command unit that bypasses that. But yeah. Oh, if you got any advice for me, that'd be great. Thanks. See ya.